Chinanda. Dear students, welcome to our today's lecture, section 3, but lecture number 4. That is, this lecture will concern the concept, the question of economic analysis in healthcare. Our today's unit called Analysis of Labor, Material, Financial, and Information Resources in Medical Organization. Clinical and economic analysis, mainly the modern methods. Today you have three topics. Topic 1, the aspects of healthcare economic analysis. Topic number 2, clinical and economic research. And topic number 3, organization of clinical and economic research. For our practical classes number 4, we plan to discuss the next topics. First, economic analysis in the activities of medical organization. Topic number 2, evaluation of efficiency in healthcare. Topic number 3, clinical and economic analysis. We will try to study, okay, the main new methods, okay, which are used in the medical or clinical and economic analysis. What are the aims of our today's material? 1, to introduce you to an understanding of the main domain of economic of health as a branch of socioeconomic and social theory. To introduce you to the main analytical tools which are used in healthcare economic analysis. To introduce you to the main conclusion divided from economic analysis and to develop your understanding of the organizational and policy implication. That's the main aims of our today's material. I please you to pay attention to the learning outcome of this material. Then, usually, you need to show carefully the material of this presentation, to show the main vocabulary and keywords, and be ready for testing. The main keywords: economic analysis, cost outcome, cost effectiveness, cost benefit, cost minimization, cost utility, financial condition, turnover assets, non-turnover assets, stability, liquidity, solvency, financial analysis, and profitability. That is the main keywords or key terms we have in our today's material. Now, that is the same references we have. We have a basic references. I please you to to consult these references using the book we have in our library, okay, and um, additional source of information. Now, our first question is the main aspects of healthcare economic analysis. Dear students, it's very important to say that um, the healthcare economic analysis is one of the segment of economic analysis. The nature of the economic analysis, the basic methods of economic assessments of alternative medical intervention, financial analysis and assessment of financial condition of medical enterprises. An economic analysis is classified depending on one, organization, organization of realizing, two, the period of realizing. According to the organization, we will say about the external way and the internal way. According to the external way, it means that we use any administrating bodies, okay, for to do this analysis. The internal consists on special analysts, mainly specialists from any medical institution who come for analysis. According the concept of period, one is the pilot, that we say the possible results of activity are research, and operational one, it means our current economic financial activity is research. Let's see the realizing methods. When we said above that we have one organization of realizing, we have a period of realizing, and methods. Today, many methods are used. Mainly accounting has methods. The trend analysis has methods. We call spatial analysis has methods, and so on and so on. Okay. Now you can take a good note about this this moment of our today's lecture. What are the types of economic analysis? First, you can see about the research of factors influencing economic activity with quantitative assessment of their actions. Dear students, I want to inform you that we have many types of assessment. We call mainly qualitative assessment and quantitative assessment. Okay, now we are going to say only about quantitative assessment. The reason why, because using the quantitative assessment, we can get a concrete result, okay? Concrete results. Using formula, using mathematics, using statistics, using any other quantitative subject, okay? Next, you have a comparison of medical institution. We can compare institution number 1, institution number 2, institution number 3, and so on. Research of internal reserves of medical institutions. Next is economic efficiency assessment. That is very important moment of our today's practice, when we are going to define the economic situation of organization, of the economic situation of any any institution. And the next element is optimal administrative decision and analysis of their efficiency. That's the main element we called the text, okay, of economic analysis. And talking about efficiency, we can say that efficiency is a result of a definite operation assessed by quantity indexes. Okay, but according to the healthcare, efficiency is defined by correlation of medical effects to spend social efforts, volume. Okay, but during the process of the efficiency calculation, we need to use some criteria. We have many criteria, mainly the principal criteria of efficiency are mobility, we call, for example, sex rate, disability, and early death decrease, for example, and so on and so on. Okay, the efficiency in the healthcare system is assessed by medical, social, and economic aspects. Let's see an example, okay, of the classification of the element of medical efficiency. Medical efficiency, um, that is achievement level in prevention, treatment, diagnostic, and rehabilitation. We have three elements. First, that is called outcome of hygienic and or anti-epidemic medical activity and so on. The second is improvement of medical care index, and the third is efficiency of resources, okay, used in healthcare. Now, I please you to pay attention to the social efficiency. Okay, pay attention to social efficiency. The next is economic efficiency. Okay, and according economic efficiency, we can mention some elements. Okay, first that we call economic research, or we can say research of economic loss. Okay, the second is assessment of total costs. The next is economic efficiency analysis, and the next assessment of medical organization financial conditions. Okay, we have another types of an analysis is pharmacoeconomic analysis. Okay, uh, according to these types of analysis, we have some goals. Okay, the first one is the determination of the most efficient and secure medicine therapy by a definite disease. You have the research of medical technology, okay, programming finance upon population health. The next is the development of national cards, cost assessment of health unit under investment in medical technology, comparison of state total cost for disease, for example, okay, determination of effective resource use way. Now, now it's very important uh, to say something about the research medical care outcome. We have some stages. Stage one, the choice of criteria connected with. Okay, that is, you can say that the choice of the criteria connected with biological changes in the body, woman body, life quality advance, change of medical establishment, the health system activity. The second is assessment of achieved outcome. That's very important, dear students. Now, we can say something about the cost assessment. Okay, according to assessment, we have account of used goods, quantitative cost assessment, cost evaluation, and cost correction depending on the time period by discounting. What are the basic methods of pharmacology, okay, or pharmacy economic analysis? We can say about the cost effectiveness analysis, we call CEA. That is the basic methods. According to these methods, we can say about the comparison of alternative researchers. The effect is assessed joint natural but cost in money means. Okay, dear student, I please you to take this information. Cost minimization analysis we call CMA. These methods it used under one equal clinic preventive effectiveness of medical technology program pharmacological goods. Second form of medical use having an equal therapeutic effect. It researches the cost of an alternative medical technology in account of an activity unit, assessment results. The next is benefit cost benefit analysis we call CBA. This method is used to compare one non-identified alternative directed to difference achievement with which are not summarized to the United Natural Index. Preventive program with the count of direct and indirect costs we call direct or indirect costing. Okay, medical program, investment program, and so on. About according the direct and indirect costing, we have some practical um, exercises in our practical class. Okay, any other methods you have cost unity analysis we call CURA. This method is used for cost assessment of life quality improvement. It's used for comparison of cost and well-being, health duration, health and effect of medical technology used. Okay, and we have many other methods. Okay, used for economic analysis, mainly financial analysis. You can pay attention to the goal of this type of analysis. One element is very important here is to see that the research of financial condition, okay, Okay, dear students, our second topic is clinical and economic research. Clinical and economic research is one of the most relevant areas of modern medical sciences. Scientific and technological progress anytime leads to the emergence of many new medical intervention, diagnostic, med, preventive, curative, and so on. That's the reason why we need to get a good knowledge about the question of clinical and economic research. That's the reason why I please you to take a good note of the following material. I want to inform you that in our practical classes, we'll go to study these methods carefully, step by step, okay? Now, I please you only to take information, to take a small information, see carefully. Okay, dear students, we have an example um, of how to choose the good uh, methods for to resolve some problems. You see, the modern approach to the implementation of clinical of economic analysis provides for a comparative comparison, okay, of the results of several medical intervention and the cost of their implementation in order to make a choice of the direction of costs. Let's see an example, okay, figure number one. For example, you have a first possibility to make an intervention number one, okay? Now, we know the amount of cost, we call cost one, okay? You pay cost one for to resolve, to realize intervention number one. We see a result. Result number one. We have another way with the cost two, okay? The intervention number two, and you see the result. Now, any good manager, economist manager, must choose the good results, okay, with the small costs that we call efficiency of activity in the case when the result is good, okay, with very small costs, okay, very good results, but spending a minimum of cost. Okay, a minimum of cost. Now, for to determine the minimum of cost, we can use the next methods: CMA, CEA, CBA, CUA, and SWOT analysis, and so on and so on. Okay, dear students, our topic number 3: how to organize a clinical and economic research. Okay, it's it's very important for us now to see the main stages of clinical and economic analysis. Okay? Okay. Okay, the stage of clinical and economic analysis. The first must be the development of a plan and program analysis, which including, see carefully, a formulation of the goals and objective of analysis. Second, selection of alternatives, space for comparison, selection of a criteria or the choice of criteria for evaluation of effectiveness and safety of studied medical intervention, the development and additional, okay, clinical and economic study, okay, investigation of evidence of effectiveness and safety of medical intervention, the choice of methods of clinical and economic analysis proper, economic calculations, cost accounting. We can make a conclusion or suggestions and anything like that, okay, and a proposition, sensibility research, okay, that is the main stages of, sorry, of clinical and economic analysis. Okay, dear students, I please you to pay attention to the next slide, okay. Clinical and economic analysis can be carried out from the proposition of economic interest. First, that is society as a whole. Second, individual social groups of population. Three, healthcare system at the macro level. The macro level, for example, for Russia, it means federal level or national level. That is healthcare systems at the meso or micro level. Meso macro level mainly that is regional or local level. A separate medical organization, okay, individual patient and his family, other entities, mainly medical insurance organization, we call um, MIO, okay, or in any time OMS called in Russian, okay, and so on. Dear student, please pay attention to the overview of our today's material. Okay, dear students, 2 minutes going back to the previous material, okay, for to understand the previous of our today's lesson, okay. Okay, dear students, our time is over. Thank you very much for your presence and see you next time, mainly to our practical classes. We have a few 2 minutes. If you have some questions according organization of our practical classes, you can ask. Okay, dear students, thank you very much. Bye bye and see you. Thank you.